Somebody get me a doctor. Somebody get me a shot, baby. Woo! Now. Now, welcome in. Actually, I gotta move that clock up. Actually, it went pretty darn well. See, once you knock the politics out, you gotta. I didn't mention anything. I was talking about because he's young and everything like that. I was like, so what time you start? Like, I was like 10. Like, I go, oh, you must love the night shift. I go, not really. Like, well, I mean, it looks like it's stress free. You just, sit here and chill. You're saying, the money, it pays well. That's good. And then ask, didn't go into any further detail. What do I need to know that? He said it. So, that's the kind of dialogue. This is normal talk. And a lot of my friends on here do it. They do it every day. They go get their things, they talk, all of a sudden come in like at night, jam like all politics now. People's, time for a coffee. But anyways, what's the most important thing without bringing up any kind of politics? We're going to knock the politics out for a while. Let's just see what they're talking about on the radio.
Florida and Georgia will see showers today, especially around the Atlanta area. We have a cold front draped on
the weather and all that kind of stuff. So it is the 6th. It is that day, November 6th, 2018. The day, maybe after today, we can just forget about it for a while, and just go back to normal things. Everybody get on with stuff. I mean, I know everyone's so passionate about getting things done. I'll tell you what my passion is. The reason why I did a lot what I did here. It was like in the beginning I was seeing all this kind of stuff. I mean, I happened to be at uni house and all that kind of things. And I was working in a field that where people needed help, and met a lot of nice people in that field. Particularly a Greek guy who went to Boston University and all that kind of stuff. Very smart, very nice, easy to talk to, all that kind of stuff. Good with people. It was like crisis management, crisis unit, in there, you're running this unit. Anybody, had a situation, and I'd follow them around. I was in, our meetings. We were just, I know he was always busy. A lot of people were busy. I mean, even my instructor, he's busy. We talk during, I help him, so I can get, because people don't understand. There's not people that are out there working. And then, the issues, people, without getting into politics, the issues, even with businesses and everything, it's it's hard. There was a Democrat. She was on, I forget what it was, Jake Tapper. The way she was talking, I could have sworn she was a Republican. Just because I was taking a little nap, and I happened to wake up to a Prince song. It was on CNN. Maybe it was some kind of commercial. And I just thought to myself, that guy, he's no longer here. I mean, just think about even one of my theater professor and all the people. I mean, so many people just left, passed away. It's this thing, we don't. Well, I mean, a lot of people have different ideas about it. That's a whole. I'd rather stick in the politics, which I really don't. I'm not really, but I'm just saying to go there. It's. I gotta get papers today, and it's only drizzling lightly. I hope they didn't get too wet. We're really, really low on papers. So, anyways, yes, she was talking, and she was saying my mother, my mother passed away. She couldn't afford insurance and this and that. This is a Democrat. I forget where she was representing, if it was House or state. She was talking about things. She was talking about so high, and then she couldn't afford it, so she didn't get the medical care, and then, you know, I guess she probably ran some kind of business, and she was saying, like, you know, it's hard for me to get insurance for my employees. It's just all these regulations and all this kind of stuff, interference. Yes, it's been a plague. It's been a problem. And like I said yesterday, I mean, how do you fix that when you got all other things, like, you know, they're just making it as such. You know, they're making it where you got a lot of people coming into something, and it's just being overwhelmed. Like, you know, it's overwhelmed. I mean, because there's only so much, like, only so much in a budget, and there's only so much, you know, you can do, you know, with it, you know, because, you know, for years and years and years, they just don't seem to want to, you know, trim it down a little bit, like, trim it down, because there's, I mean, we know what happens. We know what happens in politics, you know. We were putting up the air conditioner covers. You know, my instructor was saying, like, you know, because I'm like, why are we putting covers on all these air conditioners? You know, why don't they just get central air? They're like, well, they're putting a bid in, you know, trying to get a grant and all that. You know, everybody's fighting for stuff, like, you know. And, you know, in the 90s, you know, it was like it was simpler, like, you know, it was simpler times, you know, although, you know, I mean, the health thing wasn't really that much of an issue. I mean, I remember I had it on my own. I mean, I made enough money where, you know, I could just get it. It was good coverage. I think I had Blue Cross. You know, I didn't have to have it. Most young people went around without it, but I just didn't. I was like, you know, I'm like responsible. You know, I can't, like, not have it. All right, the paper on the bottom got wet. All right, why don't, shit, I can't take a break, but I mean, these papers are kind of important. I do need them for the cat. And baby's doing good, by the way. Doing good. Maybe approaching 20 years old, you know. The election is not aging her. She's still young and feisty, a little bit, all that kind of stuff. Eats well. All right, I'm gonna have to re-rack. I'm just looking for newspapers here, and I don't have to be rushing. I don't know why I'm rushing. I'm trying to. Oh yeah, they're over here too sometimes. So, anyways, how can you do all this stuff if you're not? I believe we mentioned about how many poor people there are. I mean, being poor is not a good thing, and a lot of things happen. We know that. I mean, the ideal thing, like up here, Tracy Court. I mean, up here, these houses and everything, you know, it kind of looks like, you know, when I was a teenager. I think we opened up with a little Van Halen. When I was a teenager, old Granada, there was a movie called Over the Edge, and it was a safe, well-planned community. Clean air, clean water, clean streets, all this stuff. There's something strange is happening, like, you know, something strange. And why would they revolt? You know, why? I mean, it's just like, it's human nature. Like, when you're young, you just do it. You don't think about tomorrow. You don't think about tomorrow.
I love it. I wonder if him and the Fonz and Richie get together and they argue politics. I don't. That's a good question. You know, I know where Chachi stands. Mm-hmm. I know where Henry Winkler stands. I know where Ron Howard stands.
But there should be a Van Halen song here. We will be right back. No, we won't, man. They can stay with us, man. We didn't get hardly enough newspapers there, man. We got, you know, we still got to get this, man. It's something. It's like that thing with explicit and implicit. Explicit. All right. So yesterday on The View, you know, they're talking about all this stuff. You know, you gotta go out, you gotta go out, you gotta go out. But the thing is, the whole 2 years, like on the show, they just constantly like talked about like people who voted for Trump. It's like, do you have any like, you know, do you care? Do you have any like have any morals? Like, you know, I mean, are you why? I mean, I believe like veterans. You know, I mean, when he talks about it, he hits a nerve. You know, people listen to that. People in these, you know, in the Midwest and all that kind of stuff, where all they know is they just get up, they work, man. They don't want nothing handed to them or anything like that. They just want to work, man. They want to work. They want to be in control. You know, they want to have enough. You know, they want to be able to live their lives, you know, the way they want. You know, grandkids, all this kind of stuff. You know, go out to an old, you know, country place, you know, have a beer or stuff like that, and you know, talk to the locals. You know, and I mean, what is wrong with that? Is it that threatening? I mean, all around. I mean, everyone, every culture, they want to, you know, they want to know where they get up. They got something. You know, they got something to do. It's not all complicated. It's not being mixed around. You know, someone else comes in. You know, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You know, yesterday morning we were listening to a little bit of the Paul Vandenberg show, and throws a lot of commercials in there. You know, he comes on a little late. I wish he came on like when I'm doing my show, because I respect him. I like him, man. I think I met him at a viewer-listener party, but to me, not even a thought. Not even a thought. I mean, there was no chance, you know, when I was doing this show, that they were like scouting me or anything like that, because, you know, I mean, I tried to fit in, you know, I called the Melanie Burns show and all that kind of stuff, you know, because my cousin's like, you know, well, you know, Paul Vandenberg does all the hiring over there, like, you know, and I know he was on my list, and I know, I mean, he was up every morning, but he was just putting his things, you know, selling his car, selling this, selling that, Taco Tuesday. I guess you can go somewhere and have tacos today, and martinis and vote and stuff like that. That's where I came up with the meatball thing, you know, Meatball Monday. So anyways, maybe down here. So I'm desperate now for the newspapers, you know. I don't need much. But what I'm thinking is, I think they're calling for rain, like on Thursday night or Friday. And, you know, last week, I didn't get nothing because of the rain. I got zilch. And all my regulars, you know, we're leaving them out there. It's just the bag. It's all neat, nice, you know. It takes you 1 minute, like boom. But because of the rain, I mean, that lasts me like 2 weeks. You know, 2 stops. You know, I got enough for 2 weeks. I don't know what it is. A lot of people don't buy the newspapers no more. Like, you know, it's a hard thing. I can just drive by all these recycling bins. All right, let's re-rack the show.